You want to introduce us before?
This is a reader's theater for 4 voices plus a narrator. And the stories and the quotes were taken from the internet, from sites that promoted supporting people who are unhoused. So the 4 people that you're going to meet today are Kathy, who is portrayed by Debbie Hess, Wendell, a 34-year-old man, portrayed by Chuck Watts, Antonia, a 17-year-old girl, and MaryTom Watts, and Kevin, who is a 40-year-old man, portrayed by Jason Stoops. It's tied to, as you might expect because Chuck Watts commissioned this, it's tied to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And I'll be the narrator. I'm Vicki Wilson. In 1948, the United States General Assembly proclaimed the Universal Declaration of Human Rights as a common standard of achievement for all peoples and all nations, to the end that every individual and every organ of society, keeping this declaration constantly in mind, shall strive by teaching and education to promote respect for these rights and freedoms, and by progressive measures to secure their universal and effective recognition and observance. Article 1, all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in the spirit of brotherhood.
I gave up my home to help my dad, only to lose him a month later. I did get a Section 8 voucher, but I couldn't find anything before the voucher expired. I'm living in my car.
I've been going my merry way as a regular meth user and an adjunct professor of anthropology. Then I made some foolish decisions with my money and got to the place where I couldn't pay my rent and I got evicted. Now I bounce around on a lot of couches.
My dad kicked me out when I came out. Sometimes it's better to be on the street than with your own family.
My 4 kids and I are living in a weekly rate hotel room. We lost our mom a little over a year ago. I couldn't keep up with the house payments with just my salary. I'm saving up for an apartment, but you have to have first and last month's rent plus security deposit. We may be here a while. It's pretty crazy.
The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 3, everyone has the right to life, liberty, and the security of person.
I'd be happy to live in a shelter, but I'd have to give up my dog. It's a little scary out here, but he lets me know if anyone gets too close. My daughter, who's also homeless, got beat up a couple weeks ago.
I found a friend to take me in, but when she found out I was using, I was out on my ear again. For a while, I was living in a broken down van, pushing it from parking space to parking space so the neighbors wouldn't complain.
The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 25. Everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of himself and of his family, including food, clothing, housing, medical care, and necessary social services, and the right to security in the event of unemployment, sickness, disability, widowhood, old age, or other lack of livelihood in circumstances beyond his control.
When I crash at a friend's house, I try to get to school. I can get lunch there and use the bathroom, even get a shower. Weekends are tough. I've always liked cold pizza, but I never thought I'd eat other people's garbage.
I'm pretty good at shoplifting food. I grab a few things from the shelves at Walmart, then I head to the back to the pet aisle and stuff them in my pockets. Never been caught.
I go to the soup kitchen for a lunch twice a week. They're really good about letting me take a to-go carton. I can make that last for a couple days.
Thank God for food pantries.
Hospital bathrooms are a favorite of mine. They have single stalls with doors, and you can grab some paper towels, use soap from the dispenser, and go into the stall to wipe yourself down.
The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 28. Everyone is entitled to a social order and international order to which the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration can be fully realized.
I hate the way people look at me. It's not fair. Some of us work, some of us have jobs. We just have to try to save up enough to get a place.
Kids make fun of my hair and clothes. They don't know how hard it is to live like this.
People keep saying, get a job, get a job. Well, try to get a job with no address and an arrest record, not happening.
No one wakes up in the morning and decides to be homeless. No one says to themselves, how fun it would be for me and my kids to live in one room, not even knowing how long we can afford that. No one that works knows where we live.
The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 29. Everyone has duties to the community. Article 30. Nothing in this declaration may be interpreted as saying for any state, group, or person any right to engage in any activity or perform any act aimed at the destruction of any of the rights and freedoms set forth herein. Can we pretend to endorse the Universal Declaration of Rights and think that as a society, we're doing enough to support individuals and families? Your turn.
Thanks, Vicki.
That's awesome. You should take that on the road.
I don't think we'll quit our day jobs.